Next, man, I'm excited. Everybody's not into it, but I am. The WNBA is starting on Friday. On Friday. Listen, a lot of moves were made. You got two new teams. Uh, one is going to be debuting there at 10 on. All of these games are on Ion. So you have the Sparks and the Valkyries. Golden State. Golden State squad there. Um, I'm excited about this. Not really a fan of any specific team, but just a fan of the ladies in general. A few of them, obviously, Caitlin Clark on the scene, but with the Sparks, you have Cameron Brink. Cameron Brink, long, 6'5", 6'4", 6'5", injured 4 games into the season. I believe if it was even 4 games. So didn't really get to see what she was able to do. I'm excited to see her. LA, they're not young, but they don't have many stickouts. But like I say, they Cameron Brink, she's great defensively. She's still got more development to do offensively, but she was showing potential on that defensive end, man. And I love defense and I love hustle and grit. And Cameron Brink, she's definitely the definition of that. Now at 7:30, you've got the Dream at the Mystics. Um, I want to see the Dream just because you got Rain Howard. Shout out Tennessee, Cleveland, Tennessee, hometown, baby, baby. Um, but they also picked up Brittany Griner. Yes, she's older, but she's still pretty dominant presence down there. Um, and that pairing, man, I want to see that pick and roll game. I want to see if they're going to be able to, because Rain she's around 18, 19 points a game last year. Um, you put that with Grinder, who's going to grab you some more offensive boards. I think that could increase her up to a point or two a game right there. I'm expecting her over 20 points a game this year. Um, Grinder, double double machine, definitely a rebounder. She uses her size. I don't think it's going to be a good game against the Mystics, man. Deldana, she didn't play last year, but she did retire. Um, she did retire after this past season. But, the Mystics, they do have a Leah Edwards, but Leah Edwards is actually out. But they're still developing, man. But I would think it would be the Dream. Like I say, the biggest thing is that acquisition of Brittany Griner there. So definitely, definitely curious to see that. Links in the wings. You got the number one pick. Dallas is just getting it, right? They got the number one pick for the NBA, number one pick for the WNBA. Paige Becker, UConn. She's down there with Ngubu Wale. The scoring machine. Um, they got some nice bigs down there and nice wings. They really do have. I was surprised that they were as bad. Now I know there's some good teams above them, obviously, but they were right there on the edge of the playoffs. So definitely curious to see what Paige Becker's going to bring. Um, she's up there with the Caitlin Clark, man. She's up there making that noise with the Caitlin Clark. Not as much. I don't think it's as much, but she's up there making that noise and definitely got people curious to see what she's going to do. Saturday's the big day. That's your national televised games there. 1 o'clock when you start with the Aces and the Liberty. That's your game there. See if the Aces can get the Liberty back. Oops, here we go. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. But yeah, so you got the Aces Liberty. That was the WNBA Finals last year. Obviously, the Liberty won that. So my girl Sabrina, and that's cool. definitely want to see what she's gonna do coming out. Along with Jonquel Jones, of course, Bree Stewart, scoring machine. I call her the ladies Kevin Durant, man. She's very efficient, long like Kevin, and great score, great score. So you look at the aces, and you got, of course, the monster over there, the MVP of the WNBA, Asia Wilson. So easily the best game of the weekend, the best match. Um, I think the eyes though, if the eyes ain't all on, if that doesn't have the most eyes for the weekend, it's gonna be this next one. 3 o'clock, ABC again, Sky at the Fever. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark. I'm sorry, they're gonna be tied, man. They're gonna be tied. You in the same draft. Y'all played each other back-to-back years. So Caitlin's junior year, Angel beats her national championship, LSU. Next year, they face each other in the Elite Eight. Caitlin puts her out. Caitlin puts her out in the Elite Eight. And then the next year, they're drafted together. Caitlin number one, Reese, I believe, was eight. I believe eight, somewhere in there. But the rivalry started back then, and I don't think it's going anywhere. I honestly don't think that it's going anywhere. So Sky and Fever, man. Caitlin Clark been cutting up in preseason already. I don't put a lot of stock in the preseason, but man, she has been cutting up. So definitely a good game there. And then the night ends there, 10 p.m. with the Storm, Seattle Storm taking on the Phoenix Mercury. Phoenix Mercury basically just broke down that roster. Like I said, Brittany Griner is gone. Um, I believe they extended Aaliyah Thomas. That's maybe not though. I'm not sure. She's definitely a physical presence, but yeah, their roster is dismantled, so I don't know if they're really trying to go anywhere. But WNBA is here. It's starting. I'm happy to see it, man. I always like watching that when the NBA, of course, is off. So definitely has gotten more notoriety. Definitely has got more notoriety. So listen, y'all.